was hoping you consider with me today. I don't know how many of you remember a movie I saw many years ago, probably when I was a teenager. It was regarding Helen Keller and her teacher, Anne Sullivan. Remember that Helen Keller, this was before the Association for the Blind was formed or any of these things, but Anne Sullivan came to this young girl as just a very young girl, and she couldn't see, couldn't speak, and had no language. Because she couldn't see and couldn't speak, she couldn't relate to the world around her. And I thought that incredibly interesting as I was considering it recently, because when the Bible tells us that Jesus was the Word and the Word was with God, before anything ever came to be, in the beginning, it was the Word. And that before anything that we know was made in Genesis chapter 1, or the Word had to be spoken. And God spoke to us as human beings. In the garden, Adam and Eve, God actually spoke to them. He communicated to them. We were created to hear words. And those words were the means by which we related to the God that created us. So think about it. That the Word has this incredible relational power. It's the way that we relate to the world around us. If I ask you to tell me what the number 2 is, you could give me 2 apples. You could put up 2 fingers. But what is 2? Well, it's just a concept in your mind that relates to an aspect of reality. So God has spoken to us, and what we know about Jesus Christ is He is the Word through which all things came to be. So He is the means by which we should be relating to reality. This is what being born again is all about. This is what having the mind of Christ is all about. This is why He's the author and the finisher of our faith. This is why all things are made new. This is why we are to think His thoughts or have this mind. Because we now, in the moment of salvation, our eyes are open and we can see the world around us in right relationship to the one who created us. He now has the right to define the world. Now, remember in Romans 1 and verse 18 and on, through the end of the chapter, if we choose not to do this, and this is the way we live prior to Christ, then it says that our understanding is darkened. It's cut off. And we have just a shadow of light. We kind of grope around trying to find our way. This is why so many weird things are happening in our culture today. If we believe that we are the end all of all understanding, how foolish and how far off can that get? Well, you just have to look around to see what that produces. But in right relationship to the one who created us, who is the Word, who gives definition to all things. And by the way, if we were to look at the verb there in Colossians 1:17, by Him all things consist, the very word does, in it's one of its basic meanings, means to come together. Meaning that it's the same word that's used for recommend. So the bringing of 2 people or groups together. Think about that. Jesus Christ is the means by which we are brought into right relationship with the world around us. We come to know what it truly stands for, what marriage truly is, or what family is truly all about, or what I as an individual, what God created me for, or how I am to think and live. Apart from that, there's a world out there that would love to have you and I just flounder around trying to somehow find purpose and identity in the material aspects of this world. And many of us do. And many of us continue to do this after we're saved. But this is why we live by faith and not by sight. We're drawn into this world where the one who spoke the word and the world came to be and spoke the word, and the word became life for you and me. We're drawn into this world where he becomes the definition of all things. It's a great way to live. Till next time, friends, God bless
You got to win at home, point blank, period.